Shalom, shalom. I like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash, Shanya Kadbad, Kadwala Rakab, Asukanim Nawa, Wa'a Shaliakim Nawa, Yasharala Ba'ai, which means double lawns, apostles, and elders of Great Millstone in these times. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect, pushing this word in sincerity and charity, with humiliation all across the four winds to you. I salute. This is the Brothers Desire One, back at you with another lesson. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, I want to get in a brief lesson, because mainly what's gonna happen, before this year out, these people, these elites plan to, bring out this vaccine. They want this vaccine. Trump said the vaccine might come way before October, earlier than October. All right, and ultimately, it's going to come down to an ultimatum. Okay, and I'm going to show you what the word ultimatum means. All right, to go further on in detail with it, right? So you'll have to understand what I'm saying, because, boy, our people ain't going to understand what's going on. They are blind. But the scriptures say, blessed are your eyes, the men that in this truth. Okay? Blessed are your eyes to see what's going on in these latter days. Salakia. Because these times, boy, if you don't have the eyes out to see what's going on, you're doomed to get destroyed. And at the end of the day, we only trying to reach the elect. Alright? We ain't looking for these wicked people, because they ain't going to understand. Alright? They blinded. Alright? They blinded. Salakia. Yes, Salakia. So I'm gonna go into that word ultimatum, and I'm gonna get this article to show you that it's gonna come be an ultimatum. Alright, for that vaccine. Okay. It says a final proposition, okay, condition or demand, right? A final proposition, condition, or demand. It says one whose rejection will end negotiation and cause a resort to force or other direct action. See that? One whose rejection will end negotiations and cause a resort to force or other direct action. Okay? Now watch this, right? The synonyms and antonyms of ultimatum is requisition, right? Now watch this. See, this is an example of ultimatum. She was given an ultimatum: work harder or lose a job. Okay? So, what will be the requisition? Let's go into the word requisition first. Alright? The act of formally requiring. The act of formally requiring or calling upon someone to perform an action. Watch this, right? Of Salakia. It says a formal demand made by one nation upon another for the surrender or extradition of a fugitive from justice. Alright? The act of requiring something to be furnished. See that? Watch this, right? This is the point here. Alright? A demand or application made usually with authority, such as a demand made by military authorities upon civilians for supplies or other needs. Demand made by military authorities upon civilians for supplies or other needs. Alright, other needs for what? To get vaccinated. Alright, this is very heavy. Alright, and I'm going to show you in this article what it's going to come down to. Alright, that requisition or demand, final demand. Alright, this is here. It says states have authority to fine or jail people who refuse coronavirus vaccine. Attorney says, right? As drug, this is the video they look like. Yeah, they look like. Shut the video. It says, as drug makers race to develop a vaccine against the coronavirus, several legal questions are emerging. could the government require people to get it? Could people who refuse to roll up their sleeves get banned from stores or lose their jobs? The short answer is yes. See that? According to Doug Fox, a law professor and the director of the Center of Health Law Policy and Bioethics at the University of San Diego, states can compel vaccinations in more or less intrusive ways. He said in an interview they can limit access to schools or service or jobs if people don't get vaccinated. They could force them to pay a fine or even lock them up in jail. Fox noted authorities in the United States have never attempted to jail people for refusing to vaccinate, but other countries like France have adopted the aggressive tactics. All right, the legal precedent, Salaki, if I pronounce the word wrong, dates back to 1905. A landmark U.S. Supreme Court sees Jacobson v. Massachusetts. The court ruled Massachusetts had the authority to fine people who refuse vaccination for smallpox. See that? That case formed the legal basis for vaccine requirements at schools and has been upheld in subsequent decisions. Courts have found that when medical necessity requires it, the public health outweighs the individual rights and liberties at stake, Fox said. In 2019, New York City passed an ordinance that fined people who refuse a measles vaccine. All right, but the main point is that in 1905, all right, they say the court ruled Massachusetts had the authority to fine people who refuse vaccinations for the smallpox. All right, you see that happening back then, right? It's the same thing was gonna happen in this day, right? This time, all right, people. The authorities is going to force this vaccination on people, in time to come. And guess what? If you got a job and everything, all right, either that's the ultimatum or the final demand. If you want your job, you have to get vaccinated. All right, you have to get the vaccine. Okay? If you want your job, you have to get that vaccine. Okay, I think I had a video on the brothers page, right? Because this is the ultimatum or requisition what's gonna come. Okay, this what Esau is doing, man. Is this what he wanna do to our people? Everyone. Because he won that dominance, that complete dominance, what he has been doing, all right? He won that more and more. But our people don't know what's going on. Ultimately that's happening over there in Babylon, right? We're here in the Bahamas. But, that isn't going to be far from happening over here. Okay. This is Revelation 12 and 12. All right. Hold on. Salaki, right? So, scripture jump in my spirit. Because we are not ignorant of this devil devices, right? This is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, we are not ignorant of his devices. We ain't ignorant of this devil devices, but these people who blinded in the world, they are ignorant, right? This is Revelation 12 and 12. It reads, Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Alright? All these people on the planet earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. Alright? And we over here warn our people of what's gonna come. In that vaccine has nanobites in it, them little small little molecules, they have in that vaccine that enters into your bloodstream, and as well as we watch the movie Bloodshot. Alright, you see that when he got shot, you see them little small little what you call it, them little molecules, whatever you call it. Alright, You see, when he got shot, they going right back into him. That turn him in. That like they get him like a killing machine. So in this vaccine has them shit in it. What I ain't gonna take. All right. What I ain't gonna take. All right. And that's what we tell our people not to take either. All right. That's why we bring out this word to tell you what's coming. This devil ain't playing. He's coming. All right. And they say, and it's gonna come down to you. If you don't get vaccinated, you're gonna lose your job, because that's an unrighteous decree, man, of the devil. That's an unrighteous decree. All right. This is Isaiah 10 verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decree, that write grievousness which they have prescribed. This devil, you know, he want to bring in this vaccine. The one get everybody to get vaccinated. You see that devil Bill Gates just being over here to the Bahamas. Sources say, you know, all this shit was happening right now. You know what I mean? This is the devil, man. You know, Esau is the devil. All right, and this vaccine is coming in the next couple months. All right, you gotta forsake everything, man. The scriptures talks about being as pilgrims on the planet Earth. All right, let me get that. This vaccine is coming, babe. That's the ultimatum right there, or requisition. This is First Peter and 11. It reads, "Dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts, which war against the soul." All right, abstain from fleshly lusts. All right, we gotta be as pilgrims on the planet Earth, and these fleshly lusts is these things what, you know, people in this society desire to have money and this thing and that. Abstain for them shit. All right, because it's gonna come a point where we gotta forsake all of these shit, our jobs and all these shit, money, working, everything. We have to abstain from all that. All right, we know that we ain't gonna war against us. I know it's a war, right? But we ain't gonna be like these people who focus more on fleshly things. All right, this war against our souls. All right, like the scripture says. All right, but you know, the scripture also speak about being pilgrims on the planet Earth, right? This is 2 Ezra 16:40. "O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the thy battle in those evils." What evils is talking about? The same vaccine, all right, which they want to try and make mandatory. Because you have in the Bahamas right now, the count is 1,096. We on a lockdown, a national lockdown. The prime minister and the deputy, they in quarantine for 14 days. How the hell in the world you think they can come off their quarantine? You know, they're gonna make a address today, but you think they're gonna lift those restrictions, and the numbers, if they lift the restrictions, the number still is gonna go up because the country will be open. But that is not gonna happen. These lockdowns are still gonna happen because it's the new normal, and it's gonna eventually go straight into that time of that vaccine, because these restrictions is not gonna be lifted up. All right, so the scripture speaks about in those evils be as pilgrims upon the earth. You know, you gotta be ready to go, man. Like Elder Malcolm will say, you gotta buy your water boots and get your stuff what's necessary, prepare for battle. You got to be ready to go, forsake everything, leave everything behind. Like the elder, I can't believe to say we gotta soon fall off the grid. You know, forget these jobs and shit. You know what I mean? That's what the scripture is talking about, man. We can't worry about these stuff. We gotta forsake all of these shit. So it's gonna come down to that ultimatum. All right, your job. You know, your family got to go to school. Your kids got to go to school. Unless if you want them to go to school, they got to get vaccinated. Some parts of the over there in America, ultimately. All right, but this is what it's coming down to, man, in these last days. All right, that's why we tell our people to warn our people of what's coming. All right, but nevertheless, you know, for us in the truth, we ain't gonna take that vaccine. Alright? Because we pushing this word to work. Most I ain't gonna forget our labor of love. He's gonna protect us, and that time he's gonna be our refuge. So hell with all these things, what's going on in this society. Alright? Like the scripture say, watch as well as pray, right? And we watching these prophecies. We tell our people they won't listen, but that's on them. I know, the elect is gonna be the ones not to take that vaccine. Alright? We are not gonna take that. Alright? But I just wanna bring that out, because we gotta be a pilgrims, alright, upon the earth in these last days. When that ultimatum comes. But I just want to bring that out to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. I hope you're satisfied. Shalom.